Question 14. Which equation represents a reaction that has a standard enthalpy change equal to the standard enthalpy of formation of barium chloride? Enthalpy of formation means that you're making 1 mole of a substance from the elements as you'd find them in their standard states. That means as you'd normally find them in the laboratory under laboratory conditions of temperature and pressure. So 100 kilopascals and 25 degrees C, or 273 Kelvin. So as you'd normally find them in their standard states. How would I normally find barium? Well, barium's a solid in group 2, it's a metal in group 2, so I'm looking for barium as a solid. Now C and D have got barium as solids, but there's only one element there, barium Ba2+ is an ion, so my answer is automatically C. Let's just check. C is chlorine gas. Chlorine is a gas under normal laboratory conditions, and they're all making 1 mole of barium chloride as a solid anyway. So my answer is C. Which equation does not represent a redox where there's reduction and oxidation going on? Well, magnesium there is an element on its own, so it's in oxidation state 0. Chlorines are in oxidation state -1 usually, so -1 and -1 is -2 for the 2 Cls. No charge left over, the Mg is in +2, so it's gone from 0 up to +2. It's been oxidized. There's some kind of redox going on there if the magnesium's been oxidized. CH4 add oxygen added. Adding oxygen is another way of oxidizing something or removing hydrogen. The carbon has been oxidized into CO2. Fe is in oxidation state 0 there as an element on its own. SO4 is a 2- ion. There's no charge overall, so the Fe must be in +2. It's gone from 0 to +2. It's been oxidized. C, so the answer must be D. Oxygen is in -2 oxidation state, no charge left overall, so the copper must be in +2 oxidation state there in copper 2 oxide. Here I've got Cl2 Cl 1- is in -1 oxidation state, no charge overall, so the copper's in +2. So it's gone from copper 2 oxide to copper 2 chloride. It's not changed its oxidation state. There's no redox going on there. The answer is D. Which property do you expect of the radium element radium? Radium is a metal at the bottom of group 2. As you go down group 1 and group 2, because the electrons are getting further away from the nucleus, then they're ionized more easily. The first ionization energy goes down as you go down a group. So therefore it's going to be very, very reactive. It's a very, very reactive metal. It forms a soluble sulfate. Now as you go down the group, they get more and more insoluble. It does not react with water. Yes, it's a metal, and most metals react with water. And so it will react with water, especially one so far down the bottom of group 2. It's a good conductor of electricity. Yes, it will conduct electricity, so all metals conduct electricity. It forms a covalent fluoride. No, it's right down the bottom of group 2, so it's going to want to lose these electrons very, very readily. It's got a very weak attraction for its outer electrons from the nucleus, so it's going to lose these electrons very, very readily. And with fluoride, that's right at the top of group 7, a small atom wanting to gain an electron with a very small size, so the outer electrons pulled in very, very tightly, very, very closely, very, very strongly to the nucleus. That's going to form an ionic fluoride. The radium's going to lose its electrons, and the fluoride is very much wanting to gain them. So forms a soluble sulfate. No, it's going to be insoluble. Does not react with water. Yes, it will react with water. Forms covalent fluoride. No, it's going to be an ionic fluoride. Is a good conductor of electricity. That is your answer, answer C.